Wow, looks a bit windy out. You know, you have one of those days where you've got stuff to do, but then things get in the way, and you just need to do stuff, but you've got to do it all at the same time. Well, today's one of those days. We've got a vlog to do, and we're going to talk about some stuff. But then we've got somebody here who actually needs to go for a walk, so we'll take that as a absolute got to be done, and we'll do the vlog while we are walking. It's a bit windy outside. It's looking a little bit crazy, but you know, one of those things. Well, it is windy out here today. So today, yeah, well, this morning I watched like 10 videos on YouTube, all same people, same sort of person, all telling you that you can start vlogging, you can start doing your YouTube videos, just shoot with the gear that you've got, shoot with the stuff that you've got at home, shoot with your mobile phone, do this, that, and other. You know, and that for the most part, that is actually that's not bad advice, but it is a little bit misleading, and it is a little bit. You do have to take it into context with what you're actually watching and what you're actually doing. You've got a guy / girl sat in a room specifically set up to vlog, using a £5,000 Canon C200 and £1,000 worth of lighting, telling you that you can do exactly what they can do on a mobile phone, and it's not true really. That you can to start with, yes, you can absolutely. Have I started with a minimum amount of gear? Yes. Could I do what I do with a mobile phone? In some part, yes, I could. Could I do everything that I want to do with a mobile phone? No, absolutely not. And that's the crux of the matter. That's the thing that we need to keep into consideration. That's the thing that you need to think about when you're vlogging and when you're creating content and you're producing your videos. Is that, yes, if you do want to get that blurred shot and you do want to get that nice bokeh behind you and what have you, yes, you are going to have to buy an expensive lens. Yes, you are going to need an expensive camera to stick that lens to, and yes, you are going to need to do several other things. You're going to need specific types of tripods. I'm using a Joby Gorilla Pod to carry this camera as we speak at the moment. I'm filming on an expensive Canon camera using an expensive Canon lens, and I'm not trying to hide that, but I'm also not promoting it either, and so to some degree you've just got to be careful about what you're watching and about how you're watching it and about what's actually happening when you're look at the surroundings and the background to what's actually being said to you. If you want to get that really smooth looking shot, you're going to need a Ronin S. You're going to need to get a drone if you want aerial shots. You're going to need to then get qualified as a drone pilot, which I would say you do. Don't just throw it up in the air and start flying it about. Make sure you're au fait with the rules and the regulations, and pay any fees that need paying. You're going to need music. I spoke in a video not two episodes ago about where to get music from and about where I get my music from, and that again, it doesn't come free. Nothing comes free with that, if you want to do it properly and you want to do it at a high level. And the more you do your vlog, the more that you do the thing that you love and the hobby that you've got, and the more creative you get, ergo the more equipment you're going to need to get, the more high level you're going to need to be, the more things you want to do, the more technical you've got to get, the more technical you've got to get, the more equipment you're going to need, the more equipment you're going to need, the more space you're going to need, and so on and so forth. And it's basically an economy of scale, effectively. But I just thought I'd do that because I watched these 10 videos this morning and they were all saying, just shoot with what you've got. Don't worry about anything else. Mobile phones are fantastic, they're brilliant, they're absolutely ace. They'll do everything you want them to do. And in the most part, that is true. But they aren't going to take the place of a DSLR camera. They aren't going to take the place of a cinema camera. And for the most part, some of the people that are doing these vlogs are doing them on those things. Even a Canon G5X or, you know, something like that. 600 quid. It's a £600 camera coupled with an off-board microphone, coupled with lighting, coupled with tripods, coupled with specific software to edit on, etc, etc. Most of these people are using the same as what I'm using, which is Adobe Creative Suite, which again doesn't come, you can't get that free unless you're doing it okay, and who wants to do that? Nobody wants to do any of that. So just be mindful of the fact that you are taking advice from people who inherently are already quite successful on YouTube and are already quite knowledgeable about what they do, and know the pitfalls and have been through the, yes, started out with an iPhone and did like 10 videos that nobody watched, etc, etc. And that is the thing. That is the thing that you've just got to keep in mind with what you're doing and what you're saying. I've no idea if you can hear any of this or if you can just hear from the wind, and I don't know that. I won't know that until I get back, obviously. But I hope you can, and I hope that the advice you take is that, yes, don't let the lack of equipment stop you from starting. Don't let the lack of equipment stop you from giving it a go and getting a video out there. Shoot it on what you want to shoot it on. 99% of the time I am not carrying a DSLR camera around with me when I'm taking photographs. 99% of the time I've got a phone in my pocket and that's what I'm taking photos on, because that's what's readily available to me. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that using an iPhone, using what you've got, is great in the beginning, and that's how you get started, and that's how you get onto the vlogging sort of treadmill, if you will, and start to learn your craft, so to speak. But as time goes on, and as your abilities get more and more better, you get more technical and you want to do more things creatively, then you do eventually need to buy different gear, you do eventually need to acquire different stuff in order to be able to do all the things that you actually want to do. And it's just a little bit misleading to think, actually I just need a mobile phone and I'm going to be the next big thing on YouTube, because I mean that can happen, I suppose, if you get picked up by YouTube in an algorithm, or you get caught up in something like that, or you do something absolutely exceptional or something that's sort of the time. But that happens very rarely. It's a little bit like winning the lottery. What actually has to happen is you have to work really hard at it, and it involves a certain amount of outlay in order to achieve what you as a creator want to produce. And that's it basically. So that was a really weird vlog, to be fair, and very windy outside. And yeah, so that's basically all I wanted to say, really. So if you did like this vlog and you thought it was useful and interesting, then please do like and subscribe below and leave a comment. I'll get back to you, as I say I always will do, and I will see you guys next time.